Kyle was a 23-year-old US national who was senselessly and needlessly murdered at a St John's Road bus stop in Auckland shortly before 10 p.m. that night. What I can tell you is that Kyle was struck with a large bladed weapon. He sustained unsurvivable injuries, and despite the best efforts of the paramedics and medical specialists at Auckland Hospital, he died at Auckland Hospital a short time later. The police investigation into Kyle's murder has been ongoing for the last 5 months, and our understanding of the events has developed significantly. Whilst we were pleased to have an early arrest, and we have currently 2 people before the courts in relation to this case, it is not over. 2 assailants confronted Kyle at the bus stop that night. They had come from a black Mitsubishi Outlander SUV which was parked nearby. As mentioned, the team have been working hard to develop the investigation, and we've made some good progress. But we need the community's help, which is why I'm reaching out today. There are people in the community who have intimate knowledge of this crime and the events surrounding it. We are currently focused on the details within the minutes immediately prior to the crime and obviously what occurred following it. I can advise there have been recent developments in the case, and on Monday, yesterday, detectives went to the Maybury Reserve in Glen Innes, here in Auckland, supported by our specialist search team and police dog section. As a consequence of that search, I can advise that a machete was recovered concealed within the vegetation at the reserve. That item has been submitted for forensic testing at PHF Science, formerly the ESR. I want to be really clear, this is not over, and police are determined not only to establish the last moments of Kyle's life, but to hold the killers to account. Kyle was much loved by his friends in New Zealand and also his friends and family in the United States. The police need assistance from members of the community, and I mentioned previously that there are people within the community who know what occurred and have intimate knowledge of this awful crime. Now is the time to come forward and assist us to understand exactly what happened and provide answers. This is the opportunity to do the right thing. Anyone with information should contact police at the earliest opportunity, either on telephone 105 or via Crime Stoppers, which is 0800 Crime Stoppers. Later today, our media team will be able to assist with footage and images of the search. I'll take some questions.
Can you please say how you knew to look at the reserve?
I won't go into that, but we were not there by mistake.
Do you know how long it had been since the machete had been dumped?
Well, the murder occurred 5 months ago in April, so any time within that 5 months. And I want to be really clear, we remain open-minded in relation to this weapon. Forensic testing is underway, but we won't know the results of that for some time.
Glenn, how many people do you think are involved? Like, 2 people are before courts. How many more people do you think are involved?
Kyle was confronted by 2 assailants. There were other people in the car, and obviously we would like to speak with those people. But we remain open-minded on exactly who did what, and we are seeking to clarify all of that.
Do you have any indication of where those...
At what time, 10 o'clock is when he was confronted, but what time are you looking at? You said the minutes before he was confronted. What can you give us a sort of idea of what time you're looking at?
Look, we've established through our CCTV phase that this black SUV was circling Kyle for a period of minutes before that, and then we have CCTV footage from a bus that drives past minutes before, a minute or 2 prior to the attack. So we are fairly tight on our timeline. It is close to 10 p.m.
Can you please say where in the reserve the machete was concealed?
It was under vegetation, concealed closer to the creek area.
So you're not 100% sure it's the murder weapon?
We can't be conclusive on that. We remain open-minded. Forensic testing will hopefully reveal that. So that is something that is in progress right now.
You said that you are making good progress on this case. Apart from the machete location, what else does that look like?
We've spoken to a number of people. We are still reviewing CCTV. We are still following other lines of inquiry. So we are making progress. I can't talk about all of it. Some of this stuff is sub judice, so I can't talk about it because the challenge in this case, when we speak to the media, is we have two people before the court, so I have to be very careful what I say. We do have an evidential basis for those prosecutions, but we are making progress. But it has got challenging. We need the community's help, and as I mentioned, there are people out there that know intimately what occurred, and now is the time for them to do the right thing and to speak with us.
Do you think those still at large might still be in Auckland, or do you have any indication where they might be?
We believe that most of the people involved are in Auckland or within Kiwi of Auckland.
Have you spoken to Kyle's mum? I mean, do you update her as you go?
Yeah, we spoke with her this morning, so she's aware that this conference is occurring. Obviously, we keep her updated. We have a really good working relationship with her. It's an incredibly tough thing for her to have to deal with, any parent to have to deal with, especially when her son has come to New Zealand and this awful thing has happened and he did nothing wrong.
And there's two people before the court. We understand the sub judice issues. Are they not talking about other people involved?
I can't talk about what they have said, I'm sorry. We have to set that to one side. Whilst our investigation is inclusive of them, I have to be mindful of what I say because of the sub judice stuff.
Are you seeking any other people?
In relation to the crime? Yes, we are.
Just in asking for the community to come forward, do you have any concerns that they might not be doing that for fear of repercussions?
Whatever is motivating them to withhold information or not come forward, I want to assure them that any safety matters we are happy to address with them. Some people struggle with coming to police, but I can assure them that we will do our best to make that process as comfortable as we can. We just want to find out what happened to Kyle.
What's your message to people who might be protecting information or protecting people and their loved ones in their lives that they know have something to do with this?
Look, it is really difficult if somebody's loved one is involved in a crime like this, but it's about doing the right thing, and now is the opportunity to come forward and speak with us. This will not go away, and they need to understand that. It will not go away, and it is not over. We remain determined and focused to get to the bottom of it. And as I say, there's a highly energised team that is focused on moving this investigation forward.
So Kyle's mother didn't provide any kind of comment, any kind of message she wanted to give to anyone hiding information or was part of this crime?
Obviously, she wants anybody involved to assist the police with the investigation. We have a great relationship with her, but it's a difficult time for her. We keep her updated with progress. So whilst we've spoken to her, we haven't got a specific message from her to give to the community. What I can say is when I spoke to her when she was last in New Zealand, she was overwhelmed with kindness from the community. Kyle's friends, the community at university where he went, have been overwhelmingly kind, as have the people of St John's. People in New Zealand are nice. This is out of character for New Zealand. And whilst she's come here under tragic circumstances, she did comment how lovely people had been to her, and that's heartwarming. But what we're dealing with is not, and we need to get that sorted.
What was this seems like a little mini breakthrough, this development of finding the machete. Is it a CCT sort of breakthrough? What was the breakthrough that sent you to that reserve?
I can't talk about that for operational reasons. What I can tell you is it's not by mistake. We are not there by mistake. We are following lines of inquiry. We're being deliberate with what we are doing, and we weren't in Maybury Reserve by mistake.
Can you please talk about the machete again? What was it new, old? Do you have any idea of when maybe it had been purchased? Any more details you can give us?
Look, we only found it yesterday, so our investigation around that is continuing. I am advised that it had some rust. It had been in the weather for some time. What forensic opportunities and challenges that may exist around that, we'll understand that better once the scientists have commenced their work on it and understand all of that a whole lot better than we currently do.
Was it a type of weapon that you can just buy, that any person can just buy in a store, or was it maybe one that was specially sourced for hunting or anything like that?
Look, machetes are available in the New Zealand market. I don't know the specifics of it. I haven't examined it myself. What I can say is it's a large bladed weapon. We are looking for a large bladed weapon. We are not in the Maybury Reserve by accident. So the relevance of it is yet to be determined, but we are working through that. What we need is members of the community that have intimate knowledge of this matter to do the right thing. Now is the time, now is the opportunity.
And it was only concealed by vegetation. You said nothing else was found along with that weapon.
Not at present, no.
Can I just, you said at the top you had 2 teams going? Sorry, I just missed at the top.
It was our specialist search team and a police dog handler.
So police remained in the area. Does that mean to hunt for other existing pieces of evidence in that same area? Do you believe anything else might be hidden in there?
No, look, our search is finished, but we remain open-minded. What we're hoping for, what we need, is members of the community that know about this matter, that might know about the disposal of items of interest to this investigation, and they will know what they are, to contact us and assist us to move this matter forward for Kyle's family.
Right, so you are searching for further items, not just that machete.
Yeah, this ain't over. I want to be really clear. This is not over. This is a progressive step, and we are making progress. Now is the time for people in the community to come forward and speak with us, please.
At the time, Kyle had some items on him that were previously said that were stolen from him. Have police been able to recover all the items stolen?
No, we still have items of interest that are outstanding, and again, we would like to hear from anybody that has knowledge of those items.
Can you talk about what those items might be?
Perhaps not now, maybe later in the week. We're just seeking to clarify some stuff on that. So, but yes, there are some items of Kyle's that were missing, and we'll understand that better later in the week, perhaps.
Are they very specific items?
They're personal items of his, yes.
Any more questions, guys?
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, sorry, one more. How far was the reserve from the bus stop?
Oh, it's in Glen Innes, 4 or 5 kilometres.